Yes, this is Raymond Santiago with you again for the summer program, and we shared a little bit about playing. It wasn't that much, but I hope that little bit helped. And now we're going to share a little bit about the Bomba de Puerto Rico. Actually, I find it intriguing that it was one of the first Latin American countries to play Bomba, to confront the Black Lives Matter. Actually, I didn't know that until I kept looking into Bomba, and this came up as news to me. I said I felt that was interesting because the music was to confront injustice sometimes. It was used to express themselves or all the injustices that the slaves went through in the 16th century. You have to go 400 years back when the slaves brought the rhythm of Bomba, and it kind of evolved and had different influences in Puerto Rico from Spain and from the Dutch and the Taino Indians when it comes to the maracas. The maraca was something that also was a Taino influence in the Bomba, which would keep the timing, and usually it was the person that was singing that will keep the timing with the maraca, and that maraca had tribal symbols of Taínos because it actually originated from the Taínos. So the Bomba have all these little bits and pieces of different cultures from our past and our experiences that our community have been through. And so I thought that was very, very interesting. It was a rhythm for dance and expression of themselves at the time, and that was very important. They were able to feel some type of power. They had all these rhythms and all the resources of all kinds of different songs and traditions and cultures, all so enriched from Africa, and they were able to express it with Bomba. It was a rhythm that was used for storytelling. It was used to communicate. It was used to communicate revolts. It was used to, of course, celebration and dance, and actually, it was part of the healing. They would consider it healing, and it actually makes a whole lot of sense. You dance, you're exercising, it's good for you, it's healthy. There's many reasons why it could be looked at as a healing process, because it's emotionally, it's great for you if you're depressed, and music always brings out the best, and you can get rid of negative energy. If you're feeling down, you'll feel up. So it's also was used for community connection, like signaling, drum language. They would communicate. So it was a connection with the community directly through drum language, understanding what was going on by communicating with drums. I thought that was very, very powerful. The community through Bomba was called Bambula, actually. When you would dance the Bomba and this whole cultural rhythm and dancing and everything was called Bambula, way back in those times. Very powerful. It was a practice that helped us to feel validated, human, to be to feel powerful too, to be able, because expressing yourself was against the rules. So we were a little bit rebellious. It has to do with justice and using the drum to confront injustice. So that was powerful. That was a powerful thing. One of the most important things that I consider was very good for our culture was that it was the minute you hear the Bomba drum and the music, it was resistance against the injustice and the type of leadership that we were under. So, of course, when you talk about drum language and signals, part of that was also confronting injustice. So we do understand that they played so connected that they understood each other's rhythms and what it meant. So it wasn't drum language just to hear a rhythm. They understood. If there was a certain rhythm, that was because a person was down, and it felt You know, you can feel it in the drumming. That's why I say that you have rhythms that can make you feel joyful, can take the joy and magnify it, and unite you as a community. Dancing, and even the people in the audience that were not part of maybe the group that was playing, but they became part of it because they were able to get up and just express themselves, because it was standard dancing with certain familiar steps, but also it was however you felt in your heart. You just express yourself freely, and the drummer would actually, even though like there was one of the barrels, it was called, you know, put a skin on a barrel, which if it was tea barrel, if it was rum barrel, whatever you know, product was in this barrel, but the barrel itself was used to put the skin on it and to make it, you know, to use it as an instrument to express and to share these rhythms of Africa. So it became a tool, a very powerful tool to help us to be resilient and overcome all these difficult obstacles. So it's powerful. Sometimes we underestimate, you know, what it is, or what rhythm is. What, you know, what does it do for you? So when you think about that, like I was saying, one of the most impacting things were to remember where you come from. So the rhythm of the bomba was part of that. Was part of practice of remembrance of, you know, where you come from and who you are, to, you know, to reinforce your value, and that was important. And the skins of these barrels, you know, they were made out of goat skin, and that's what relates it to the djembe. So, which was something I thought, wow, how interesting. So how do you relate bomba and barrels to djembe, because the skin was the same, and that skin was used for djembe. The djembe also they would sometimes use the antelope until it became illegal in Africa to do that because of protecting the animals. But it was mainly goat, and also the bomba skin was also goat, and that you can see how it related to the African influence, even in using what type of skin to use. So that was powerful. I also, you know, appreciate the fact that you know, to feel the humanity, the dignity. It's so important for people to overcome, you know, painful and you know, very difficult situations where you have to, you know, overcome difficult things. Like, you know, of course, slavery was brutal, and music was such a divine tool that helped us mentally, spiritually. It helped us in so many ways. It helped us bring us together to remind us who we were, where we came from, where are these rhythms from, what are they for? They have to communicate. They communicate news. They're there for us to express ourselves. And if you think about it, how many people do not express themselves? They feel oppressed, and it brings stress, and that develops into certain contributes to, you know, high blood pressure, diabetes, the sicknesses and conditions, and actually people going through so much, and yet they were healthy people, strong people, and it's so sad that they just can't become physically stronger no matter what they were going through. And I do believe strongly that the playing was a big part of helping us to overcome. So we're going to give a little of a demonstration of bomba, at least a little part of bomba, because it's played by you know, usually the last is three, and one of the barrels is the primo, is the one that has the highest pitch and is the kind of the lead drummer. But I find it interesting that the lead drummer is actually a follower, because the person dances, and usually a female dances, and they have to watch their body language, their expressions, their steps, and they play, and they're guided by by the body language. And that body language is transmitted to the person that's playing and becomes the drum language. So this connection back and forth. So we're speaking to one another. So we're going to do a little bit of a sharing, a little bit later. Maybe actually, why don't we do that now? I'm going to move back a little bit. You excuse me for a second. I've moved the drums back, and we're going to do a little demonstration, a performance with the rhythm of part of the rhythm of Bomba, so that we could show you how does it relate to the rhythm to the dancer, or at least to the words and the singing.
Mamá, cuídame a Belén, cuídame a Belén, mamá. 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 Ay, báilame esa bomba hasta la madrugada. Repícame la bomba y el golpe caridad. Mamá, cuídame a Belén, cuídame a Belén, mamá. Mamá, cuídame a Belén, cuídame a Belén, mamá. Ay, dale, dale, golpe, repica el tumbao. Mamá, cuídame a Belén, cuídame a Belén, mamá. Mamá, cuídame a Belén, cuídame a Belén, mamá. Repícame la bomba, repícamela ya. Ay, dale, dale, golpe y hasta la madrugada. Mamá, cuídame a Belén, cuídame a Belén, mamá. Mamá, cuídame a Belén, cuídame a Belén, mamá. Ay, bailame esa bomba hasta la madrugada. Repícame la bomba y el golpe caerá. Mamá, cuídame a Belén, cuídame a Belén, mamá. Mamá, cuídame a Belén, cuídame a Belén, mamá. Ay, dale, dale, golpe, repícame el tumbao. Sigue. Mamá, cuídame a Belén, cuídame a Belén, mamá. Mamá, cuídame a Belén, cuídame a Belén, mamá. Ahora repícame la bomba, repícamela ya. Ay, dale, dale, golpe hasta la madrugada. Mamá, cuídame a Belén, cuídame a Belén, mamá. Mamá, cuídame a Belén, cuídame a Belén, mamá. Ay, dale, dale, bomba hasta la madrugada. Ay, dale, dale, bomba hasta la madrugada. Mamá, cuídame a Belén, cuídame a Belén, mamá. Mamá, cuídame a Belén, cuídame a Belén, mamá. Sigue.
Okay, so that was my beautiful wife, Magali Santiago, expressing herself and enjoying herself and just having a joyful time, getting healthy as she continues to seek steps and dancing in such a hot climate. Right now it's just summertime and she's still able to do that. That's such a symbol of overcoming all kinds of heat waves. Let's just say that. And so I really want to appreciate. I appreciate her helping so much, and her voice just fits the Bomba sound. You know, it just fits right in. I think that maybe she can write a couple of songs and come up with some new songs that I can play. So I want to just say bye to you guys and thank you for just spending the time to take a look and hopefully enjoy and learn a few things and maybe strike this wanting to search for more history in our culture. Okay, so have a good one, good summer, and bye bye.